and welcome back to the channel. Today we have an off-market deal to show you. It is quite possibly the strangest house I've ever walked through, and you'll see what I mean when we get inside. But as the outside goes, it needs a ton of landscaping and some TLC. This was a house left over from an estate. The person died in here and it has been neglected for quite some time. This house is located in a very good neighborhood. That is one of the benefits. The other benefit is the price, as you'll see in the end of this video when we do the analysis. Also, the roof looks to be in pretty good condition. It's maybe about 10 years old, so it's got plenty of life left. So let's wrap up the outside tour and let's head on inside. So the fellow that lived here was apparently an artist, and his house was his canvas. I can't imagine I'm going to find a tenant that would like this style, so I'm either going to have to rent it out as a fun house, or I'm going to have to gut everything out of here and start from scratch. I'm actually quite impressed with this rock wall. I'm not sure if it was a plaster job or paper mache, but it was quite fascinating. I see people on HGTV do these accent walls all the time, so maybe this would be one of those cases. It appears that this guy did not like doors or partitions in the walls. There are no doors on any of the bathrooms, and he removed all the walls in between the bedrooms upstairs, as you'll see. Unfortunately, that means I would need to rebuild those wall partitions so that I can make some bedrooms in this house. This house has all new vinyl replacement windows. However, this guy went cray-cray on the spray foam.
And this looks like originally separate rooms.
The furnace seems to be in good condition. There was some standing water down here in the basement, and I believe that is from the downspouts outside. They're right at the foundation, so it's probably just dumping water right into the wall. This hot water tank needs to be replaced. As you see, the bottom is all rusted out. Alright, now let's head to the analysis phase. I'm going to pull up the spreadsheet and show you all the numbers. Alright, so here's the old faithful analysis spreadsheet. This house is an off-market deal. A little bit of background. I bought the house right across the street from this on a tax auction, and I spent quite a bit of time over there renovating that house, and in the meantime I saw this guy across the street keeping the lawn mowed. Went over and talked to him. He took over the estate from this guy who owned the house that died, and now he's trying to sell it. So I walked through this house with him. I kind of have talked to him already about price, and I think I can get it for $15,000. You heard that right, $15,000. So I'm going to put that in here as the purchase price. It sounds very cheap, and it is. However, this thing needs a ton of work, as you could see in the video. I'm thinking, rough estimate around $50,000 probably need to be put into it. Closing cost 4%. Same thing as always, 20% down. Years to pay off, 20 years. Interest rate right now is at 7.75. This would probably be converted into a 2-bedroom. It could be a 3, but the bedrooms would be kind of small. I'm leaning towards 2 bedrooms, so safe bet is $1,300 for rent. Vacancy is same. Maintenance, I'm definitely going to leave at 1% because everything is going to be replaced in this house. Management 10%, insurance 600, and the taxes are very low because this house is assessed for very little. I think it's assessed for $35,000 or something like that. So right now we have a 17% cash on cash return. You know I want 25%. However, the plan would be this is all going to be cash. So $65,000 in cash, which is the downside. I'm going to have all that money tied up in the deal. However, I'm estimating once this is all fixed and finished, I would do a cash out refi. So this would be a Burr property, cash out refi, and I think it would probably be assessed for at least $100,000 on the low end. So let's bring up the calculator here. If the bank were to assess it for $100,000, I'd get 80% of that, which is $80,000. Subtract the $65,000 I have into it, and that would give me $15,000. So I would have all of my money back in the deal plus an extra 15 grand from the bank. So I would have no money in the deal, and that means that this cash on cash return does not exist because it's going to be an infinite return. So there is no cash on cash return because I have no cash in the deal. Actually, I am getting cash back. So that is a home run hit. So we know there's going to be an infinite return on this property, but let's type in the numbers after the refi and see if it still cash flows. Because even though you're getting a infinite return, you still want the property to cash flow. You would not want to get negative cash flowing property necessarily. Sometimes you do if you're in a high appreciating market, which we're not. So in this market, you still want positive cash flow, even though you have an infinite return. So let's put in $100,000 for the purchase price, which would be what it's worth. Subtract cost to make rent ready, keep everything else the same. And as you see over here, we are still cash flowing quite a bit. So $2,370 per year of positive cash flow. So you have no money in the deal. The bank gave you 15 grand back extra, which you can put into another deal. And you're getting $2,370 a year in positive cash flow. The tenant is paying $1,700 towards your principal. You're getting tax exposure with the property depreciation. So this is a home run deal for sure. However, that is going to take up quite a bit of my time and quite a bit of my working capital for other deals. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get the deal. I'm considering wholesaling this to somebody else that I know that does rental investing and just collect a commission, a seller's fee. He has the more resources than I do. So either way, either I'm going to wholesale it to him or I'll keep it and sit on it for a little bit until I can get it worked on. But again, it's going to take, probably at least 3 months or more of my time and a bunch of money up front. So it's a good deal either way. We'll see what I end up doing with it. With all that said, let me know in the comments below what you would do with this. Would you wholesale it and make a few $1,000s commission? Or would you try and reno it yourself, put all that money up front, spend all that time, refinance it, keep it as a rental, which is what I typically do? Let me know. And with that, I'm going to end this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching.